This is the First Timer's Guide to Affiliate Summit. So I'm just going to go pretty quickly through a handful of slides that just have some advice about how to really maximize your time here and optimize your expenditure here and really get a lot of benefit out of it. So I'll go through these and give you some advice that's hopefully useful for you, and then have some questions. And actually the first slide here has some instructions. It's not showing right for some reason. But basically for every session we have, there's going to be the option to text, tweet, or submit questions through a little web form, so if you can just do it anonymously instead of having to go up before the microphone. So I guess for some reason the only one that's showing here is the text, but oops. But so if you were to text to the number 22333 and then just put ASW11 first, and then whatever your question was, then it'll appear dynamically on there. But so that's going to be sort of an option to do for any of the sessions throughout all the 40 sessions the next 3 days. And as far, I guess clearly since you're all in here and you have your badges, this doesn't really pertain to you, but for registration, in the future we open it the Saturday night before, so you can have a chance to just get your badge before the lines are all crazy, and you can just pick your things up and get sort of acquainted with the area. And so these are the days that everything starts. So 8 o'clock today, and then 7:30 is the earliest that you can come down tomorrow. The keynote's not until 9:45, but if you want to just come here and just grab some coffee and meet with people, and then Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And then the networking just goes till as late as you're willing to stay out. There's tonight the big party is won by Share Sale. It's at the big club Trist in the hotel here. And if you go to their meat market table that's down the hall, meat market opens at 12. You can get an invite for that, and that's really a huge highlight networking event for the conference, so definitely check that out. As far as the dress code, and I guess since you all packed already, this one might not be so helpful, but it's typically just corporate casual, so whatever you like to wear daily to work. It ranges anywhere from people with shorts or jeans to people that wear in suits, and I didn't really dress too fancy myself, just with the shorts. But so whatever you're comfortable in, I guess if you want to just give a certain impression to potential clients and things, then you can dress up, but sort of a laid-back atmosphere here, so whatever's comfortable for you. One thing I definitely encourage everybody to do is to work out some kind of game plan to just know what you want to go home with, people you want to meet, things you want to accomplish. So I'd encourage you after this session to just sit down for 5 minutes and write down what you really want to get out of this whole 3 days and go back home with, because if you just sort of do it random and scattershot, you're going to get back and you're going to feel like you didn't really accomplish anything. So just know what you want to do and just map it out so you can really go back home with some kind of clear-cut accomplishments. Some things I would definitely recommend is to carry on some cough drops and gum with you. You'll be doing a lot of talking, and people certainly don't want to smell some foul breath. There's tons for today in the meat market, as well as in the exhibit hall tomorrow and Tuesday. There are going to be tons of giveaways if you like to get that sort of thing. So hopefully you've got some space in your luggage. Or I guess if you don't have them ready, but have lots of business cards. There have been a lot of times that I've gone to conferences where I didn't bring enough, and so I've regretted that because I just had to write things on paper and everything. So, but if I bring too many, you can always bring them home and reuse them. So there's no harm in having too many. If you're a germaphobe, get your Purell. A lot of dirty hands, and people don't have the right manners when they go to the bathroom and wash themselves. So you might want to just keep it all nice and clean there. Definitely should have some comfortable shoes on. I pick the sneakers over fancy shoes just so I don't have destroyed feet after 3 days. And I think the most important thing to bring for the next 3 days is just like a 15 to 30 second description about your company, your business, whatever, so you can just have a really quick, concise talk with people, because you can have a longer discussion later on after the conference, but right now people are so pressed for time, it's great to just be able to tell them what you want to do and how you can work with them really quick. Some things that you should have in your possession right now from checking in: have the attendee bag, a little canvas bag with a lot of little tchotchkes and things in it. Then the magazine, FeedFront Magazine, which we put out quarterly. It's a free trade magazine. You just go to feedfront.com if you want to get it mailed to you if you're in the US. And in addition to having a lot of articles that are written by folks in the industry, it also has the entire agenda in there with all the sessions and everything, and the bios for all the speakers. So definitely take a look at that, and it's a good guide for how to get around and what's going on during the conference here. Also, another key thing is the exhibitor guide with it has both all the meat market tables and the map, as well as the exhibit hall tomorrow on Tuesday. So you can just go and figure out which rows have the people you want to meet and everything, so you don't just go in there randomly and hit every table or every booth. Just make a plan for who you want to see so you can really optimize your time with that. And if you want to see the most up-to-date agenda, because unfortunately we had to go to print quite a while back with the magazine, if you go to affiliatesummit.com, that's all the way up to date. I was still making changes to it yesterday for some speakers that couldn't make it because of weather and different things. So just go to affiliatesummit.com and click on the agenda if you want to see. It hasn't really changed materially, but there are some little tweaks here and there. And one thing for anybody who has a gold, a platinum, or a diamond pass, don't be worried if there are 2 sessions you want to see and you have to miss one, or if you have a really important meeting. I would say pick the meeting, because you can go back and we're going to have videos for all 40 of the sessions that you can watch streaming for 6 months after the conference. And they usually have them produced. It's a good amount of video we have to sort of sort out, so it takes about a month for us, but we'll have that for you in about a month. Tons of networking opportunities, so a lot of things you should definitely take advantage of. I guess in about 2 hours, you got the meat market. That's going to be running from noon to 6 today, and it's just sort of a mix between like a job fair with tables and an exhibit hall. It's just a series of bunch of tables. You just go there and get face-to-face time with all these people at companies. It's a great way to just network and find a lot of people and do some business right there in a quick amount of time. And then tomorrow's the exhibit hall, so that's the traditional trade show kind of thing with the 10 by 10 booths, and some of them are bigger than that. But so you have 3 days where you can just hit all these different companies and have little meetings. And then we have just the meals, either if you have a pass that has the meals, so you can meet up people and have meetings there, as well as just informally in all the different restaurants in the hotel here. Just a lot of good opportunities there to just sit down with people for a half hour and hash out some business. And one session that's open to everybody, it's called Ask the Experts. It's tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And so basically it's just a series of round tables. We have like 5 or 6 different experts, and they're literally just round tables. You just sit there, and it might be whatever topic, might have 3 people or 30 people, but just an open exchange. It's not a formal presentation, so it's just a nice way to get to know people and to learn more about various topics. And then before and after any of the sessions, if you look in the agenda, if there's a person you want to meet, we have over 100 speakers here. And so odds are there's some people there that you'd love to meet and do some business with. So you can just sort of stalk them out before or after the session and just chat with them, exchange business cards or whatever. And then tomorrow night I don't know if anybody saw the list of parties on our blog, tomorrow night it's sort of ridiculous. There's like 10 or 15 of them. But if you're not really into the whole club scene and the booming music and darkness and everything, I guess I'm sort of getting old. I like to be able to see people and hear them. So we have sort of an alternative. We have a trivia tweet up. So basically it's just going to be a nice bright room. We're going to have a bar in there, but it's just going to be like Trivial Pursuit. People are just going to be goofing around, playing some games and talking. So if you just want to have a laid-back kind of thing instead of the crazy club thing, that's an alternative for you tomorrow. And as far as the cell phones, be great if you could, I guess don't turn them off, because we'd love if you wanted to tweet about sessions, any questions and everything, but just to vibrate so it's not ringing during the sessions, because that's just a tad bit rude. As far as the name badges, we've made them so that you can easily identify the people the type of attendees you want to meet. Like for instance, I'm an affiliate, so I have a little purple band, so if you're an advertiser, you want to find the people that have the purple bands. So each type of attendee has a different kind of color there, so you can see them across the room and just be more efficient in the people you want to try to meet. So just make a point to figure out which color is the best color for you to find people. And we've got, if you didn't get a chance to check this out before the conference, we have this social networking site at network.affiliatesummit.com. And so it's not really going to be too active during the conference, but afterwards it's a place where you can just follow up with people, or maybe find somebody there who you weren't able to catch up with during the conference. So it's just a way to sort of extend the networking beyond the actual conference. And also another tool, if you didn't get a chance to try it out, is if you go to asw11.sked.org, it's an interactive schedule, so you can go in there and pick all the different sessions and things you want to attend, and it enables you to go and export that into a smartphone as well as print it out. And so it's just a good, efficient way to just have your own personalized schedule, and you're able to go in there, and it's a place that you can also network. You can see who else is attending certain sessions if you want to try to find somebody who's not the speaker, but they're just an attendee that's going to be at that session. So it's a good way to locate some people and just do some other kinds of networking. And so I guess this is sort of basic, but it's just make plans, be it through Twitter, Facebook, our social network, LinkedIn, or whatever, to find people you already know. So I find it's just a lot easier if you have a wingman to go out and meet other people and just keep broadening your group of people. So definitely encourage you to just find some people you know and go around with them and just keep meeting more people and expanding your circle. And if you just wanted to try to initiate some meetings with some people, a lot of people are booked up with a lot of meetings already, but if you can still find some people, maybe if it's a blogger you follow or a podcaster or just somebody that you know from a certain business, just go out there and reach out to them. They're not going to bite you, so just try to get a meeting going and just do some business. And touching on the elevator speech, if you haven't worked that out yet, like I've found that a lot of times people are you meet them running down the hallway or something, so you just want to be as succinct as possible. So just be able to just knock out in a very short period of time what your company does, how you could benefit them, because whoever you're talking to wants to know how you're going to benefit them, not what your company does. So just get that all worked out so you can have nice quick conversations with people, and then just leave the longer conversation until later on after the conference or a meal tonight or whatever. But one thing, since you have a little bit of time after this session, before the next session, and the rest of the day, I would definitely encourage you to orient yourself. You've got a map inside FeedFront Magazine, so you can see sort of the lay of the land in the hotel here. It's the third time I've been here, and I still have no idea where I'm going when I walk around the wind. So if you have the same kind of experience, then definitely figure that out. Like tomorrow, our keynotes are going to be at the Encore Theater, which is a little bit of a hike from here. So just sort of map that out and figure out where to go so you don't miss the important stuff. And just makes it stress-free and more pleasant when you're actually trying to get to different places. And if you want to sort of see what's going on and where the hot places ought to be, if people just have like an impromptu get-together at different places, follow this hashtag on Twitter, the hash ASW11, and people are just talking about which sessions they like or which sessions they don't like, what's going on, where to go for good stuff. So it's definitely a good thing to follow. And also there's a list of all the speakers that have Twitter accounts. And so I'd say probably about 85 of them on there. So you can, if you go to this URL here, you can, at Affiliate Tip, Twitter/Affiliate Tip, and then if you just go there, you can see the list there, but you're able to follow, just by following that list, all of the speakers. So that's a nice way to find some people, and you can see where they're sort of similar to the hashtag, see where they're saying they are if you wanted to find them and do some business with them. So it's a good way to just meet up with people. And some more basic stuff, just keep it simple, keep it quick. Make it a surgical strike when you're trying to meet people and do business, because we have over 4,600 people here. It's our biggest affiliate summit to date, so there's way more people that you can possibly meet even if you have 30-second conversations. So just keep it brief now, and you can have all these phone calls and meetings after this is all done and closed up. And one thing I think that I see so many people drop the ball on that I'd love to see more of is just the follow-up. People come here and they network like mad, and they exchange business cards, and they become friends on Facebook and all that stuff. That's great. But they don't bother to follow up. So really, to me, it's all for naught. Like, you spend the money to come here, and then if you don't actually follow up with them, it's just a waste of your money and waste of your time. And one thing that I would definitely say has a huge impact on me, at least, is if you just sort of go old school and write a handwritten note to people, because nobody else does that. I guess maybe once, twice a year, I go to so many conferences, and I get maybe once, twice a year, I get somebody actually bothers to handwrite a note, so it has such an impact on me that they bothered to do that, instead of cutting and pasting like we met 2 weeks ago at Affiliate Summit. I just usually hit archive on my Gmail for those. If you have any questions, we have an information booth as well as 2 registration booths, and all the people that have this black shirt here, we'd all be happy to help you. So come to us anytime. We got big staff on the back of it. And a huge thing for us is, at each of the sessions, we love your feedback. We'll be handing out forms. So if you love something or hate it, just about that session, and also we'll be following up after the conference with a web-based form just to get a feel for what you liked and didn't like about the conference overall, whether it be the times, the food, the speakers. And we love blunt criticism, because we want to get rid of the stuff that stinks. So feel free to be brutal. We love that. And here's my business card. Actually, that's not the business card I brought with me, because I moved recently and I can't find the box that I moved that that business card in. So if anyone wants to exchange business cards, I had to get some overnight ones, but be happy to trade business cards with you and do some business. And so if you have any questions, I guess since this thing's sort of breaking apart here, not really working, I can't see if anybody's texting questions or anything, but there is a live mic in the back of the room if anybody has some questions or be happy to just chat with you up here. Yes?
The URL and the other one, the Twitter thing, is that anywhere here? Because I didn't write it down.
We have the one place that you can find all that information is on the Affiliate Summit blog at affiliatesummit.com/blog. So we have links to all that stuff there. And also if you follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/affiliate summit, I have it set up so that we're going to be constantly putting out just reminders and updates throughout the whole conference just about when sessions are starting or what different networking events are going on, different things. So that's a good thing to check out. And also, one thing I didn't mention here is that there's Wi-Fi throughout the conference the next 3 days. It's going to be in the rooms here in the breakout sessions today, and then it's going to be in the meeting areas, in the meal rooms and things, and the sessions tomorrow. And it's going to just look for the SSID. The network name is Affiliate Summit with a space, and then the password is going to be ASW11 Wi-Fi. But we'll be putting out tweets and blog posts and things about that too. And if you can't remember that, just go up to anybody with the black shirt and we'll be happy to tell you. Any other questions? None? Yes? Yeah, if you go to the Affiliate Summit site and just search for party on there, it'll be the first result on there. And so there's tonight's, I mentioned there's a share sale party and there's some other things going on. Then tomorrow is a whole slew of them. And so it has instructions on each one, a link if you have to either email somebody or RSVP through a form or something, but we have all the details in there, the times and everything. So you can find that all there. Anybody else? If you have any questions you want to come up here, I'd be glad to help you. Otherwise, I really appreciate you coming out and for the conference and for this session. And thank you. Thanks a lot. Got some business cards here.
It's done? Done?
I think so. The opening part, yeah.
Oh, is there more coming up now?
Yeah.
In this room?